Into this
Let's
story.
do it.
Yeah, you know, the eastern half of the country has been incredibly mild, and that could have a really big impact on how we spend money this year. Business weather expert Paul Walsh joins us live via Skype from Bethany Beach, Delaware. Good morning to you, good sir.
Hey, good morning, Reynolds.
All right, boss, help us here. How will February's incredibly mild, even balmy temperatures in places influence how we spend money?
Well, you know, when you have a break to a new season, that always generates new energy for consumers, and that's especially true in spring. There's kind of a birds and the bees aspect of this, Reynolds, where when we start to see spring breaking, as evidenced by blossoms, it really generates that sort of optimism around spending and getting out and getting ready for the new year. And those are happening really early. There's actually a site called the National Phenology Institute, I hope I said that right, that is showing that we've actually seen a 3-week early break compared to normal of spring across the South. So, hey, now we're seeing a big break of optimism, and spring is breaking all over right now.
You mentioned optimism. You mentioned, that emotion. How big of a difference these emotional impacts have in terms of dollars?
Yeah, you know, there was an estimate last week put out by an analytics firm that the weather this February has generated at least $200 million in incremental sales of apparel compared to last year. And it's really generated by this early momentum, this early sort of good feeling that we're seeing. I was out running yesterday with my shorts. I had my shirt on, Reynolds, but I was running shorts here in Delaware and at the beach, and it was fabulous. I felt great.
Oh, man, yeah. Feeling great is so much with it. I got to ask you, though, how do businesses and companies use weather information, these forecasts, to plan ahead for these financial decisions that can be based on the emotions, these good feelings?
That's right, and that can actually be measured, and the way you can measure it is by looking at weather information and anticipating what's going to happen and how that's going to shape what your customers are going to be wanting. So retailers, for example, use advertising to trigger messages that align with that good feeling. They also look at it to use it for making staffing decisions and things of that nature. They also look at forecasts, and we know it's going to turn colder in March, so this February weather and demand spurt actually may just be a sugar high because we're looking at turn to reality soon.
All right, he is the man. Business weather expert Paul Walsh. Paul, as always, it's so great to see you. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks.
All right.